Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine with a little visit. Second one today. And actually, it is. Dun, 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 dun. Here she is, Mrs. America. Ta-da! Yeah, that's my attempt at a classy opening. Actually, three of us junk journal creators on YouTube here are actually going to work at the same time on similar themed journals. So for your fun and entertainment, you'll be able to watch me working on my book, Nancy from Wishes and Weeds working on her book, and Donna Morgan working on her journal. We were all craving making a domestic goddess type journal, sort of a ladies, June Cleaver, Harriet Nelson kind of journal, with a 40s, 50s, and 60s kind of theme to it. So this is going to be mine. I loved Mrs. America there on the cover. The New American Cookbook. This is, look at this interior. Wait till you see. Oh, it's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. This is one of my covers that I get every once in a while from the box in my at my Kirby Church book sale, where I don't know why, and they still sort of go, oh, we don't know why we did that. Sometimes they'll gut the books, and I understand with the destroyed books, but this one, the cover certainly looked fine on this. I don't know why they gutted it, but the guts were gone. But I found the cover in the burning box, the box of covers to be burned, and I thought I need this cover. This is just, it's gorgeous. It's got a little bit of a sort of a pearlescent shimmer to it. I looked it up online. This book was actually from 1943, so it's right in the era that I want. A 40s housewife would have been using this cookbook while her husband was overseas and fighting for the cause, and she would have been keeping the home fires burning and keeping a home and raising the children and going out to work in the factories. And yes, I sound a little excited about it, but I really am. These are my favorite kinds of journals. So I when I was gathering together all my stuff today, I'm mostly just going to show you sort of my plans for it. I kept calling her Mrs. America, so I don't know. That might stick, it might not, because also half the other time I was calling her Harriet after Harriet Nelson, but who knows? She might start getting called June Cleaver or Laura Petrie, right? That's all. Those three ladies are my inspiration for my book. So part of my plan is, as ever, I want to start using, obviously, oh gosh, I'm going to have an avalanche here. Some cooking type things, some really cool ads from my old magazines. These are just really, really great. I'm hoping maybe to try and incorporate this somewhere in it, but I think I want to take it apart first and make a template, because it's a coupon file folder, and I think that would be very interesting. I have a few other things. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to make use of, but I want it all handy. I love this cookbook. It's got tabs in it. It's kosher cooking. Some pickling. For pickling, I don't know. It's all coming out. Look at these. So excited. Look. Now this is my favorite all-time old cookbook, and I have my mother's. This one's my cut-up one. I have my mother's original 5 Roses Flowers cookbook, and it actually is a terrific cookbook. And it used to be the first, you'd get it at your bridal shower when you were getting married. Certainly 70s and before. It was you love to get a 5 Roses cookbook. And the recipes are good. I have some napkins that I want to use. I have a few little things. I got some quilting things. I have an old apron. I haven't dug it out yet. I know where it is, that I'm going to also use. And then I want to use some of my, they weigh a ton. Some of my 40s magazines. These are fantastic, and these are what I'm mostly excited for. For Mrs. America here, I'm also going to be sacrificing some pages out of Liberace. I'm never going to make a journal out of this binder. In fact, I think I'm going to use it myself to keep track of my, just my stuff, rather than using, I used to use a guest book, but this is terrific because I'll be able to just refill it. And it's really not attractive, and I'm not interested in making it into a journal, but it's 1965, and the interior of it is magnificent. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? Anyhow, so I will be making use of, why does everything get a name in my house? I'll be making use of Liberace. I'll also be making use of, years ago I wanted a tea tin, and I found a beautiful, beautiful old rusted tin from the Morse Tea Company of Nova Scotia. And, but it was actually rusted shut. And when I finally got the lid open, because I wanted to be able to use this little tin, it wasn't that little. It actually was a good size. It wasn't the size of it was bigger than what a normal recipe box is. And it was full of somebody's saved magazine recipes and things. And they're all from the 40s and earlier. And they're just amazing. Like, look at this. And it's got her handwriting throughout, whatever her name was. I haven't been able to find a name for who she was. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? I wonder if that was up in their kitchen. I love here it says 3-week-old calf. And then she's written a recipe on the back for a jelly roll, a marble cake, and Washington pie. Oh, and donuts. Yum. Anyhow, these are just awesome. And little things, tomato molds. This was more precious to me than the tea tin, than my Morse's tea tin. So, and I still to this day have never tasted Morse's tea. But I'll be making really good use of, I wanted to use the tea tin down in my kitchen downstairs, so I just put everything into this bag and just titled it Nova Scotia Cooking. So that's what I'm going to be putting into Mrs. America here. And maybe, how am I for time? Hold on. Let's see. I set my alarm. Come on. Oh, we got time. We can get started a little bit in this. So I did get a little bit started. The paper inside here was abysmal. Really, really bad. So I've made the first thing, which is going to be, this is actually going to be the template to sew in my signatures. I'm hoping to put 9 signatures in. So that is going to be my interior. But you know what we could get started on today? I need to fortify this. All it is just the fabric with some leftover glue here. So I need oh rats. I'm running out of room here. My craft room is just, I've got fabric everywhere. I've been sewing and sewing and sewing and trying to finish up the attractive home. So, oh, here. This will work. Okay. All right, see, you just snap and grab whatever you can. Nope. Yep. All right. So I'm going to make a new interior to put in there. Just to give it a little bit of support. I can do that for now. There we go. Oh, I want you to stay. All right. That's the side I used, so that's the side. I guess I should tell you what the width of that is, the measurement. So hold on, and I will. Now that doesn't look even. That looks better. There we go. I've got lots and lots of, I want to make use of some of my pattern and pattern envelopes. I want to make use of, I got some really cute recipe cards. So I want to make use of those. I've got to be careful that I don't put too many papers in my signatures, because I have a feeling that this, 2 inches, otherwise this lady will not have the figure of Laura Petrie. So I'm going to have to be mindful of that. So what I'm going to do now is just make some grooves into this back spine support so that it can just have a little bit of give, but not too much. My husband is already starting to run out of things to do around the house. He loves to be busy, and he loves to burn off steam. So right now my house is clean enough for company, but yeah, that's not happening. We are social distancing. I can social distance. Have you seen Randy's newest video yet? Oh my goodness, I love that man. Randy Rainbow. Oh, he's marvelous. I'll put the link down below. Everyone should hear the I Can Social Distance. I saw him in concert last year, and he actually proposed to me on stage. And it was right up there. The only thing that would be better if Barry Manilow proposed to me. And he hasn't proposed yet. He's married though. So, all right, so there we go. That's got some nice, see how it just gives it a little bit of, it already naturally gives it a bit of curve. So that just, that does the trick. Let's see. Come here, Harriet. tried to get more of this paper out, but it's persnickety. I've seen Nancy's video, so I've seen the start of what her video, her journal is going to look like. I haven't seen Donna's yet, so I'm very excited to see what she does. The three of us, in many ways, have very similar styles, but in many ways, we also have very different styles. I tend to enjoy repurposing an old book. Nancy is just the queen of making gorgeous fabric covered books, and the work that I've seen from Donna, oh my goodness, the laces that she knows how to layer, and the detailing is so, this is going to be a lot of fun. And I already have a laxative ad that is slotted to go into Harriet. So this is going to be good. So there's, that's going to go in behind these. So it'll give it a little bit of, see how it already feels a little bit better there. Now these are very, I can almost see through. It's just, the only thing left here in these grooves is just the fabric with some crusty old glue. And I do think, I'm trying to decide whether I simply want to use muslin or if I am going to use Tyvek to reinforce. I mean, it's 1943. So, I mean, I've done older books. I think my oldest book I ever did was 1894. So I've certainly done older books, but this one, there's also a difference in just the quality that the publisher used. So, I'm actually not going to do it right now. I want to think about whether I find that, yes, Tyvek is tough, but it also, it makes the cover a little bit stiff, and I want this to be able to open and close, you know? So I'm leaning towards reinforcing with just muslin, or maybe do a paper and muslin, maybe masking tape and muslin. You know what? I'm going to need to think about this. Not sure. I'm not sure, and I need a coffee, and I need to, what I'm doing today is I'm working on my desk, and then I'm going over, I'm sewing 5 face masks, and then I'm getting back to work on the desk, because I'm like these ladies here, boy, I am just focused. Face masks for everyone. I should have put a little face mask on Claudette Colbert. That would have been good. Anyhow, you know what? I'm going to go and get myself a coffee, and I am going to sew a little bit more, and I'm going to get my head around what's going to be going on with Mrs. America here. So thanks for visiting, everyone, and I hope you're staying home, and I hope you're social distancing, and we can do this. Our grandparents were called to war, and we're being called to sit on the couch and watch TV. We can do it. Take care, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye.